In this video, I'm going to talk about how to get ungated to sell on Amazon FBA in 2022 in brands and categories like Lego, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Converse, beauty, grocery, all the big toy brands, all that. So in this video, we're going to walk through step-by-step how to get ungated and that stuff. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Miles. I'm a 23-year-old full-time online arbitrage seller on the mission to do 3 million in sales this year on Amazon. I've already done about 1.6 so far, so I'm shooting for that, documenting the whole thing on my channel. So if you're brand new, make sure to subscribe, check it out on that. Talk all about Amazon online arbitrage in this video and walk through step-by-step of ungating. I've also linked a bunch of stuff in the description in case if you're a new Amazon seller watching this looking to get ungated. You also probably need help sourcing items, so I linked a Labor Day sourcing video I did talking about manual sourcing as well as how I like to find profitable items, a free trial of our online arbitrage sourcing tool SellerAmp, as well as the Buy Box Bandits podcast with 80 plus free podcast episodes to help you start or grow your Amazon business. So let's talk about ungating, jump into my screen and get after it. Before we get into it, let's talk exactly what is ungating, why does it exist, and why do you need to get around it, basically. So Amazon, when you're a new seller, restricts you from selling a lot of big brands and categories, Nike, Adidas, Lego, beauty and grocery categories, stuff like that, because they want to make sure you're legit and you're actually fulfilling to your customers. There's tons of counterfeits and scammy type items, that replicate those brands and categories and stuff like that. So they want to make sure you're legit and you can actually sell them. It was a major issue for me when I started 3 years ago, and I literally didn't even know this information, and tons of people were selling it for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Like, people have paid hundreds and thousands of dollars for the stuff you're about to get for free in this video, basically. But it was a huge issue for me as I was getting going. And then eventually at the start of 2021, I figured out how ungating worked, that I could use the websites you're about to learn, and these immediately got it going. And then that year I did 1 million in sales. This year I'm going to do 3 million in sales and everything. But basically, when you're a new seller, you're gated and stuff, but the nice thing is, even if it's your first day with an Amazon account, you can use the stuff this week to get ungated, basically. So we'll start out with the shoe and apparel brand stuff like Nike, Adidas, Converse. Really anything you guys see here, you can use eBay for. The big thing is you need an invoice to submit to Amazon. The nice thing is these eBay packing slips they include in the package actually work. Sometimes the order confirmation email works, basically. So how it works is you would want to go here, go brands. We'll do like Adidas, for example. And then you want like the basic stuff. Like I typically just filter cheapest to get the cost down on stuff. And then we want to find something that's really basic that's also listed on like Amazon. Like these are probably good right here. Comfort slides. Could even use this 40% off, get them a little cheaper right here. And then you want to find the matching listing on Amazon. All right, Idolette comfort right here. And yep, we got zone 8. Just do like size 8, for example. The size doesn't matter. Pull these up. Make sure these are the right thing. Should look like it on these. Pull up the size 8. And then you want to go, now we have this here. And then this is what you need. The big thing is the ASIN right up here. You pull that, head over to Amazon, go to catalog, drop down menu, add product, I believe. And then you type in this ASIN. It's going to ask you to apply to sell. And then when you apply to sell, it's going to bring you up the option to submit your invoice, essentially. And that's where you would take the packing slip you get in that package and upload it as a PDF from your phone, scan it in, and then that's what you submit to Amazon, check all the boxes, send it off, and within a day or two, you should hear back. It is important to note that sometimes they just decline them. I had to submit my Converse one like 7 times, basically, on that. But eBay is how I got going, and that's a lot of the brands I find success with today is Nike, Adidas, Hoka, stuff like that, Under Armour, right? So say you wanted to do Under Armour, you could just go right here, pull up these. You want to get the cost down, so you can just toss in this. It's important to note that oftentimes when you're placing on gating orders, I wouldn't worry about being profitable. You just want to get it done as quick as possible so that you can start buying stuff that is profitable on this. So if we pull these guys up, so we got a bunch of sizes. It would be nice and under $100 on these using the 40% off code on this right here. Yep, 29. Wow, is these actually profitable right here? Starting selling super quick. Eligible, no. Okay. Yeah, Under Armour footwear must be gated. Yeah, so I think clothing, I had heard that the other day that I think Under Armour footwear no one can get ungated in, basically. But I know clothing you can on stuff. Yeah, so you just want to pull something like that. Same thing for Adidas, Converse. Some people I know, and me myself, I was just auto ungated in Hoka and some of these other brands. You do want to always apply first to check if you're auto ungated. Like, for example, beauty and grocery, which I'm going to show you guys in a sec, I was actually auto ungated, so I never actually had to go through the process of getting it set up on that. In terms of beauty, grocery, health and household, a lot of the more consumables types of items and stuff, you can use a site called Frontier Co-op. hop over to wholesale right here, and we can see they have tons and tons of stuff. We can see all the brands they carry down here. See, Burt's Bees is a popular one a lot of people use on this. You can just pull up these guys, filter to Burt's Bees right here, and then we can filter, do like lowest to get something super cheap to get beauty done. It's important to note you want to make sure some stuff you have to apply for both the brand and the category, so you might have to submit the Ungate twice. For example, we're talking about like Lego Star Wars, right? That could be good for potentially Disney, Star Wars, and Lego. So sometimes you might have to submit it multiple and apply for the brand and the category. You'll see that in the application process at Amazon. So Burt's Bees right here can be used for a lot of beauty stuff. In terms of, you can also just go category. On here, it's important to note you always want to check what it's actually applying for on stuff. Like if you're in grocery, you need to make sure there's a matching list of stuff on Amazon. Like let's see, for example, right here. So like breads from Anna Pizza. Let's see if these are on Amazon. Yeah, okay, so there's a matching. Yeah, right here. You want to make sure there's a matching listing. Oh, I think I got it right the first time. On that, yeah, it's important to know you want to make sure there's a matching listing. You can't just buy something randomly. You have to be cross-referencing Amazon and make sure there is a matching listing for that item so that you can get that set up. On then you can even check the sale, see if there's anything super cheap on stuff. Because once again, we're just doing these for the Ungate tip surprise. Potentially OTC using these meds as well. But the main ones that I've taken advantage of are these brands. This is a lot of what I sell. With Q4 coming, the holidays approaching, it's also a really good idea to get a lot of the toy brands and stuff Ungated. And what I've used for that is EE distribution right here. So this is like really formally a wholesale site. So you do need to go ahead and get an account set up with these guys. They might have some requirements stuff. I did it like a year ago. I would call them to see the specifics on it, but I think you should just be able to pretty easily get an account set up on these. This is really important with the holiday setup. We can see they got Funko Pops, right? McFarlane, Mattel, Hasbro, Star Wars, right? I'm pretty sure I did Lego from here. Nintendo's big, Pokemon's big, right? All this stuff, Spider-Man, Marvel, Transformers. This is all stuff that you're going to have a chance to get exposure to during December, right? Because during December, toys spike in demand and Nike, Adidas, Converse stuff. So really anything that's giftable on that. So it's really important that you get a lot of the stuff done and get exposure to it. I also do want to note that if you guys find items that you are gated in, but you're buying them online arbitrage, it's sometimes worth a shot to just see and try that receipt, that order confirmation, the packing slip that they include one from different websites. I'm pretty sure it's a computer that just does the ungating decisions on stuff. So you always have a shot. Like I've seen lots of different stuff work that isn't just these are just the sure ones that I know will work for you if you give them a go on stuff. It's just Eastbay, Frontier Co-op for a lot of the consumables type stuff, and EE distribution for the toys and stuff like that. There's not going to be much that's profitable. Eastbay, there definitely will be. I've made live sourcing videos on here before, especially with this 40% off coupon. On these like Converse, you just want to like filter cheapest, then find a matching listing. Essentially, it's probably going to be these slides on here, but it's really simple, just straightforward. I know you might be surprised Eastbay works. I promise it does. I've used it myself. Frontier is what all our students like to use for the consumables brands, and EE distribution is what I used for. I used it for Nerf and then getting the toy category ultimately unlocked. It's also important to know, last tip on ungating, if you're getting declined, just add in a picture of the items as well. Add in like a picture of the items with the receipt as well as that scanned in PDF of the receipt on that. But I hope this video helps how to get ungated in Amazon in 2022. Check out some of the other stuff down below in terms of how I like to manual source stuff, going through how we use our tool SellRamp, the Buy Box Bandits podcast, or a completely free Amazon course on that. So thank you guys for watching. Go get ungated. Go make some money on Amazon. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.